I should say incidentally collected, not accidental. Incidental collection is when you are surveilling someone and an American citizen comes up in the conversation or is part of the conversation. The denial that Susan Rice made to Andrea Mitchell yesterday didn't placate Republicans who now want an investigation into Rice and the Obama administration.
Right now, to me, there's more, say, credible accusations, if you will, on the side against Susan Rice than there are against President Trump when it comes to Russia.
If there's intelligence that leads to her, she'll be part of our review.
Anything related to Susan Rice or any of these other suggestions will be handled by the Intelligence Committee, and we look forward to receiving their report about what happened.
All right, a lot of GOP response to that. I want to get a response to the GOP response. I've got Democratic Congressman Mike Quigley of Illinois. He's a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, good to see you. There's guilt by some sort of association here with a lot of Republicans saying, particularly those who think talk a lot about Benghazi, associating Susan Rice with that and saying that Susan Rice can't be trusted. The bottom line here is that Susan Rice, as National Security Advisor, had the right to ask for names to be unmasked, and she's not actually the one who grants that right. The intelligence agency would. So nothing illegal has been alleged.
No, and it's interesting. Chairman Nunes, when this all began, said well, what he saw, there was nothing illegal, there was nothing about Russia, it was all incidental. This is the latest in what I'd have to describe as a three-prong attack: deflect, delay, distract. It began with the president's extraordinary allegation that President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower, and then Chairman Nunes' midnight excursion, and the cancellation of the public hearing after the first public hearing was so disastrous for the White House. And now to throw this out, because I think they think the American public won't learn that unmasking is not leaking, right? That unmasking is not surveillance. This is what we do. You want us to do this sort of thing to keep you safe.
So why then, Congressman, are you saying that you wouldn't mind hearing from her at the committee? Why add fuel to this fire? She has not done anything that anybody has alleged is illegal. Why bring her in to testify?
You know, look, the Republicans have their witness list. We have our witness list. For me now to say you can't have this person on there is inappropriate. All I'm saying is, look, if you think you want her there, fine, she should be there. I think it's a classical waste of time and a distraction. It is a desperate effort, given that the White House is, in my mind, fighting for their political lives over Russia. They can't get past this issue. It is what the American public wants to know about. The Russians successfully attacked our democratic system. The public has a right to know.
All right, so there are three issues: the Russian involvement with the Trump campaign, the leaking of that information to the press, which would be a federal crime, and the unmasking that we're talking about in some cases based on what we're talking about with Susan Rice. We can agree that the unmasking is not illegal, and to the people who are entitled to do it, it's par for the course. When it comes to the leaking, how concerned are you about that? If it's not Susan Rice, who do you think it is?
Look, leaking is a serious problem. I think anybody that leaks information of a top secret nature should be punished according to the law. There's no exceptions to that. But what's happened here is the Republicans have become more obsessed with the leaking than the actual problem. So let's go forward. It is one of the three prongs, one of four prongs that we're after in this investigation. But we're also after, was there cooperation? When I hear the White House suggest that they're just as concerned about whether there was cooperation between Russians and the Trump campaign, I'll know then that we have a bipartisan effort at this research.
Congressman Quigley, good to talk to you. Thank you so much for being with us. Representative Mike Quigley.